Huh? What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Overboy and I'm going to be doing my review for the new movie, Nope. So this movie follows a brother and sister who work for Hollywood and live on this ranch in a small town, I think it's in California, and they bear witness to some crazy UFO phenomenon in the sky and are trying to catch it on camera, them and some of the other people in the small town that they live in. And that's pretty much the story of this movie. They're trying to figure out how to stop this UFO also, because it's killing any humans that it can get a hold of, or animals, pretty much anything that it can get a hold of that's living. It eats it, kills him. So they're trying to figure out how to stop this thing too. This movie is alright. I thought it could have been so much better, but I don't hate it either. I was just a little disappointed with it compared to other movies. I absolutely love Jordan Peele's movies. His first two movies, Get Out and Us, are excellent movies, modern horror classics, and this one I was really hyped for it. I think I had myself too hyped for it and everything, but it felt really ambitious and stuff. It just didn't fully hit the marks that it needed though. But I did like that the callbacks and stuff to other UFO movies like Signs and Close Encounters of the Third Kind and stuff like that. I like the little references that it has to it and the homages it pays to those type of movies, and I like the old school feel of this movie. This feels like an old school alien encounter movie. I like that about it. I love that, and I think the cast are all really good in here too, especially Keke Palmer. She was just absolutely amazing in this movie as M. She just stole the show. She was funny, she's likable, and she just was one of those characters you couldn't help but like. She just stole the show. And Daniel Kaluuya as OJ is really good too. He's the more stoic and quiet character, but I love him too. I love Daniel Kaluuya. This isn't his best performance by any means, and everything. In fact, out of the movies I've seen of his, this might be my least favorite, but he is still really good in here though. He didn't like give a bad performance or anything. It just isn't my most favorite movie of his, because I've seen him give way better performances in other movies. But he's fine in here, and the visuals look amazing. Like the special effects on the spaceship and stuff looked really good. I don't know if they used practical effects or not, but if they did use CGI, it was very good. It didn't look fake at all. It looked real, so I'm guessing it was real. Practical effects, I don't really know too much, but I did like that stuff, and I love the suspense of the movie. That the movie builds up the suspense as it goes on and everything, and that's also kind of a mixed aspect for me, but I love the suspense that it builds up, and the payoff is pretty good. It just doesn't quite hit the mark. I wanted a little bit more out of this. I was hoping to get more with the aliens and stuff. I didn't really care too much for the way the ship kept changing forms, and we never really saw the aliens. It was kind of disappointing. I understand why he did it the way he did though. I saw an interview where he was talking about why he did certain things the way he did in this movie, and I understand and respect it. I think it's a good idea. I just didn't really care for the way it turned out in the movie. Maybe on rewatch I'll like it better, because I think this is going to be one of those movies that when I rewatch it I'm going to end up liking a lot more, because there was a lot to take in this movie and everything. Like I said, it's a very ambitious movie, but it has some good moments too and everything. Like I said, and there's also this scene with this chimpanzee that is just absolutely crazy, and at first I didn't understand what they were doing with it, and as the movie progresses it kind of is a little commentary on animal abuse and stuff. It works really well though. The way the movie does it, it works really well and everything. I didn't really understand what they were doing with it at first, but as the movie progressed, I started understanding it better and everything. And that whole scene was just really awesome. I love the one particular scene when you're seeing the character's flashback as a kid. It's the character Ricky, played by Steven Yeun, who's I think from The Walking Dead. I haven't seen that show, but I've heard a lot about it, and I know he's like a fan favorite character. But he's really good in here too. And you also got Michael Wincott in a small role. He's really good in this movie. I liked him in this one quite a bit and everything. And it has a good cast and everything. Like, everybody is really good in their roles, and it isn't a terrible movie. I didn't hate it at all. I thought it was fairly decent and alright, just not super great. I wanted so much more out of it, and everything. And I think part of it is, like I said, my expectations were so high because of how much I loved Us and Get Out, but especially Us. That movie just really blew me away, and I was really excited for this one. And I still really enjoyed it. I can't wait to give it a rewatch because I think I'll enjoy it a lot more on rewatch. And like I've said before, I love his little influences that he takes from Alfred Hitchcock and Steven Spielberg. You can see them in this movie too, and I love that he does that. That's one of the things I love about Jordan Peele, is he has an old school feel to his movies and everything. So even though this isn't my most favorite movie of his, I still think it was entertaining and everything. I said that I gave it a 7 out of 10 when I did my little initial reaction, but the more I sit on the movie and think about it, I'm gonna say I'd give it a 7.5, because it's definitely not as good as his other two movies, but I think it's good enough. Not the best movie ever, but it's fine for what it is. So anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of Nope, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.